All right, what's up, y'all? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know. All right, thank you, Mama V. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Daddy, I see you. Precious Joy, I see you. What's up, y'all? Tracy, you was off up in here. And what's up? What's up? Well, it looks like the jury has gone home for the day, so we're gonna catch up until that point at least. Yeah, we're gonna catch up to that point at least. What's up, everybody? Hey, Lysandra, what's going on? What's up? What's up? Okay, hold on one second, y'all. All right, y'all. Apologize about that. All right, let's go ahead and get into it, honey. Let's see. When we came back from lunch, let's see. Uh, do we know about? Well, let's see. Hold on. Um, Judge is back on the bench. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Come on. Rubbing my feet and eating my crab boil. Okay. Okay. Shoes. Sound good to me. I'm working and doing this at the same time, honey. This sound good to me. Baby. Baby, baby, baby. Okay. Hold on one more second, y'all. I'm trying to show my screen. All right. Thank you, Lysandra. I appreciate you for appreciating me. Maybe one day I'll be able to eat some crab and rub my feet together. Crab boil sound good, okay? And I have been craving that over the last couple of days. It sound good. Just be able to dip your butter in there and just ooh. Why did you do this to me, Lysandra? Why? All right, let's see. Oh, I thought I was sharing my screen. Hey Mimi, what's going on? I appreciate you for being here in the bushes. All right. All right, here we go, honey. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, y'all some blessed people over there eating crab boils and stuff. I Natty, you well, I ain't gonna say Lysandra don't deserve it, but Annette, it's your birthday, you deserve it. Um Hold on 1 second, y'all. Give me a few more, y'all. All right. We back, y'all. Ciao. All right. Let's get into it. Um. Okay, y'all. Give me just a few more minutes. Few more minutes. Hold on. Y'all bear with me for a moment here. Bear with me. All right, y'all. Here we go. So let's go ahead and get into this. Ciao. The people, the people are all over the place. Okay, so judge is back on the bench. Okay, so we still have Kerry Morgan on the stand. The jury is back from lunch. The prosecution has said It has no further questions for Kerry Morgan, so the defense cross-examination has begun. Defense attorney Mark Inglofilo, I don't know how to say it, I'm going to just say Mark, is cross-examining Morgan, who has said that she was Cassie Ventura's best friend for years until 2018, when Morgan alleges Sean Diddy Combs assaulted Morgan in Ventura's apartment. Kerry Morgan test. Okay, Kerry Morgan test. There's a picture of her, y'all. She looks stressed out, honey. Oh, she looks stressed out. She looks stressed out. Anyway, Kerry Morgan testified that she would see Sean Diddy Combs and Cassie Ventura often. If we were in the same town, we'd probably be hanging out, she said. Defense attorney Mark asked her to give a ballpark of how many times they saw each other in 2008. Morgan said probably a couple of times a month, but added that she had a boyfriend at the time, so she was probably seeing them less frequently than usual. Mark then asked Morgan if Ventura was jealous of Kim Porter, the mother of several of Combs' children. Morgan acknowledged it was an ongoing issue. When asked to be more specific, Morgan recalled she was jealous because she could never go to the New Year's Eve parties. Oh, girl, it don't seem like they wanted your kind there. That's crazy. Kerry Morgan testified Sean Diddy Combs was jealous when Cassie Ventura started talking to actor Michael B. Jordan. So Michael B. Jordan comes back up again, y'all. They were not together, and he was jealous about it, Morgan said. And I think she was trying to leave him. Morgan said that she visited Ventura while she was shooting a movie in South Africa around that time, and one of Combs' assistants was also there during her trip. She was pretty close with Cassie, close enough that she came with her to South Africa to help her out. The assistant, who was referred to as Mia, and they're saying that's an alias, y'all, had a lot of energy because I think she is one of the victims, had a lot of energy and stamina to keep up the demands of the job. She was with Ventura when Combs sent her to Mexico for rug treatment, Morgan testified. Ciao. All right, let's keep going. Another woman, Gina, had a years-long relationship with Sean Diddy Combs that overlapped with his relationship with Cassie Ventura, and that was a big problem for Ventura, Kerry Morgan testified. He was having a full-on relationship with this person, and Cassie found out about it, and she wouldn't go away. He wouldn't leave her. So it just went on for a really long time, Morgan said. Morgan initially referred to this person as a little girl, but when asked to clarify, Morgan said Gina was an adult. Still, she remembered her to be much younger than Morgan and Ventura, Morgan said. Ventura testified last week that she learned that Combs was spending time with Gina in April of 2014. I was really upset, Ventura testified. She said that Combs denied the relationship to an extent, but added that she and Combs argued multiple times about him getting back together with Gina. Kerry Morgan testified that police came to Cassie Ventura's apartment after the March 2016 incident at the Intercontinental Hotel because of the banging on the door. She said that at the time, Ventura had a black eye and was wearing a hoodie. Defense attorney Mark asked if police said anything that would lead her to believe they saw her injury. Yes, they asked what happened, Morgan said, adding that Ventura didn't say anything in response. Morgan said that she didn't remember if she told the police about Sean Diddy Combs hammering on the door. I'm quite sure she didn't. If she didn't tell nothing because she didn't want him to get in trouble. Because she didn't want to get in trouble. So I could see her leaving all that out. Defense attorney Mark asked Kerry Morgan to further explain why she broke off her relationship or her friendship with Cassie Ventura in 2018 after 17 years. The question came after Morgan earlier Monday testified that she was no longer Ventura's friend because She alleges that Combs A-worded Morgan in Ventura's apartment in 2018. Answering Mark's question, Morgan said, "The reason I stopped speaking with her is because she was not supportive of me after the incident." Morgan, Morgan again recounted her fallout with Ventura after the alleged 2018 A-word. Mark suggested that Ventura paid Morgan in a meeting after the alleged incident, but Morgan maintained her understanding was that Mr. Combs was the one giving the money. She offered me the money to sign an NDA. That's really why they stopped fooling with each other, was because of that NDA. I don't care what nobody say. I think that what ended up happening was something. There was some sort of clause in that NDA that said you could no longer, after you accept this money, you can no longer be friends with Cassie. I just feel like that. I feel like that's what and this is alleged. This was not testified to on the stand. But to me, it seems like something additional happened. Like that NDA had a clause in it that said, hey, you can no longer speak to Cassie. Because if this is your friend for all these many years and you know that your friend is not leaving this because of the control and because of allegedly how abusive he is, then it would only make sense to me that that NDA had something tied to it that said that you can no longer speak to Cassie. I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching. Maybe I'm reaching. Let's see. To close the case on this, and to ensure Morgan didn't file a lawsuit or say something publicly, Morgan testified. Ventura hasn't reached out to her since the fallout in 2018, Morgan said. But there really was no falling out, according to them. There's no falling out. There's no justification of like a sincere or a structured falling out. It's not. However, maybe I'm missing something. To add context, Morgan earlier testified that a month after the alleged 2018 A-word, she met with Ventura, and Ventura told her that she would be receiving $30,000 from Combs, and Morgan signed the NDA that day. So again, y'all didn't fall out behind, because I don't think there, or at least we haven't heard any details of like how long, like I don't know. I feel like something went down. I think Cassie asking her to sign the NDA was the last straw. Like you, yep. I can see that. I mean, I can see that. I can see that being the last straw. Um, I mean, the money was offered. You took the money. If the money wasn't enough, I mean, you should have. I don't know, child. But baby, Kerry Morgan, Cassie's former best friend, confirmed that she believes Sean Diddy Combs and Ventura loved each other. Morgan said that there were times when she thought they should try to work things out. Oh, really? Kerry Morgan testified that when Sean Diddy Combs A-worded her in 2018, he was asking who Cassie Ventura was cheating on him with. Morgan said that she later learned that Ventura was cheating on him, but at the moment she didn't know. She didn't know what. She didn't know that. Sorry. Hold on, y'all. Okay. All right. Cross-examination of Kerry Morgan finishes. The defense cross-examination of Kerry Morgan has ended. In a brief redirect, Assistant U.S. Attorney Meredith Foster asked Morgan to reiterate her accounts of 2 times that she says she clearly remembers seeing Sean Diddy Combs A-word Cassie Ventura. When asked, Morgan said that the couple wasn't arguing about jealousy on either occasion. Prior to A-wording Ventura in Jamaica, Combs yelled at Ventura for taking too long in the bathroom, Morgan alleged. After the short redirect, Morgan left the stand. The next witness will be David James, a former assistant of Combs. James will be the seventh witness to testify in the trial thus far. Okay. All right, so let's get into this. David James, a former assistant for Sean Diddy Combs, said that he sought the job after reading an article in the New York Times saying the chairman of Bad Boy Entertainment was looking for an assistant. He applied multiple times, sending his resume via fax, email, and dropping it off in person. James testified. Y'all remember we used to have to fill out job applications in person, child? Y'all remember that? Child, that was a time, wasn't it? He met several people at the company when he was interviewed for the job, including a senior vice president of human resources. During their meeting, the executive pointed at a picture of Combs on the wall, and James said he told him, "This is Mr. Combs' kingdom. We are all here to serve in it." Baby, please. David James, a former assistant of Sean Diddy Combs, asked, how long do we have?" When he was asked to describe his role at working for an assistant for Mr. Combs. James said that he was with Combs every day. He was working and traveled around the world with him. James said that his job was to make sure Combs was able to operate as a chairman of a company and to get every environment comfortable. James said that he sometimes worked 3 weeks straight without a day off as Combs hired more personal staff. He could work 5 days a week, James said. James said that he would arrive at Combs' home before he woke up and coordinated with the chef to make sure breakfast was getting started. Y'all, I'm sorry. This sound like Empire, Ghost, just all mixed with What's Love Got to Do with it. Just a lot. To make sure the breakfast was getting started. He would compile documents for Combs, including business decisions that he needed to approve, his daily schedule, and news stories about Combs. Y'all know back then they used to pay the peoples and all of that. Okay, let's see here. After Combs woke up and ate breakfast, they would go to the studio and then back to Combs' house for another destination, James testified. David James, a former assistant, okay, we get that, testified that Combs security staffers often told him to stay in his lane or stay in my lane, especially if he was asking too many questions. I I knew not to mess with them, to listen to them, he said. Child. Now, David James, who was an assistant from 2007 to 2009, child, where y'all was talking, I thought he was longer than that. Okay. From 2007 to 2009, testified that he was with Combs in Miami when he first met Cassie Ventura. Combs rented a yacht and they partied all weekend. James said he recalled Combs saying that he wanted to impress Ventura that weekend. Hold on, y'all. Let me wet my whistle. James said that he and Ventura didn't speak frequently, but he recalled 2 specific conversations that he had with her. While in Miami, sometimes within the first year of working for Combs, James said that he was standing with Ventura on the dock on Star Island. Man, this lifestyle is crazy, James recalled Ventura saying. He agreed and suggested that she leave, he testified. I can't get out, Ventura told him. Wow. According to James, she told him that Combs controlled her music career, paid for her apartment, and gave her allowance, James testified. Now, see, y'all, when this type of stuff comes into perspective, when it happens like this, I can understand. I can understand. I just don't think that she could easily leave, right? It wasn't easy. James said on the stand, Ventura had testified that she signed a contract with Combs' company Bad Boys Records in early 2006, and she and Combs structured up a platonic relationship after a boat party in Miami. The relationship became more intimate and sexual, she testified. The pair first began dating around 2007 and split in 2018. The jury has been dismissed for the day. David James will continue testifying tomorrow morning. Prosecutors indicated that their first round of questioning for James would take an hour or less. An escort, Sheree Hayes, is expected to testify next, followed by Regina Ventura, who is Cassie Ventura's mother. Somebody asked that question. There you, whoever asked me that question, there's the answer to your question. Baby, that's gonna be interesting. A former professional chef, Sean Diddy Combs, and law enforcement officer are also expected to be called soon. The judge said that he'd like to talk about keeping the jury a bit later than 3 p.m. Eastern Time this week. Prosecutors said that their case is running right on time, and defense attorney Mark said that the defense appreciates the 3 p.m. adjournment because it gives them more time to prepare, with Combs. The lawyers agreed to revisit the schedule on Thursday to see if they're still on track. So basically, they're saying that, by Thursday, they just want to make sure all the witnesses that they have lined up for the prosecution or for the government will be, that they'll have a chance to go up. Now, David James, an assistant for Sean Diddy Combs, recalled a second conversation that he had with Ventura when they shared a cab to the Sundance Film Festival. James said that Ventura was super happy about the album that she was working on. I do not remember the album coming out, James testified. He also described a time when a business associate asked Combs about Porter and Ventura. Combs said that Porter was doing well and described her as his queen, James testified. That's scary. Sorry. When Combs talked about Ventura, James said that he described her as now moldable. Sorry, but quick thing here when it comes to Kim. You said that Kim Porter was your queen, right? She was your queen. Now that's how, if the way you treated her is how you treat your queens, I definitely believe what the people have been saying about you for years. But anyway, I got her right where I want her. She's young, Combs said, according to James. All right, so that was it as far as today. Okay, so what we saw with Don today is, the defense is doing their job when it came to Don. Don tripped up a little bit, I think, on the stand. I really do. I think that Don did trip up, especially with the frying pan story. I'm sorry. I'm going to always remember an encounter like that when it comes to someone that I'm seeing that's being abused in the moment. I'm going to remember if that skillet went flying, or I'm going to remember how that, somewhat of how that interaction happened. They're basically saying that she had way too many interviews with the prosecution to not really know how her story is going, and that's what the defense is trying to do. The defense is also trying, their thing is to get in a mistrial, kind of redirect things. So the defense was working when they had Don on the stand, I think, for sure. So it's going to be interesting tomorrow. Listen, it's going to be very interesting. Now, what I will say, y'all, Gene Deal is there. Now, I automatically knew that now that Gene Deal is talking to all of this press, there's no way in hell that he would be testifying. And we can't be that slow. We can't be that slow. People asking, did he have her passports and IDs as well? I'm sure. Did I see the TMZ picture? No, I haven't seen it. Child, let me look. I've been doing the same thing. Okay, let me go look. TMZ. I do got a notification from them though. Oh my God. Now, see, okay, I can't put this on the screen because I don't want to put that pink substance on there. But y'all, let's. Ooh, ooh, oh my God. Okay, federal agents testified that they found drugs, baby oil, lubricant, and cash stashed in Diddy's New York City hotel room after his September 2024 arrest. Y'all, I want y'all to be very clear on something. This is the part that gets me. Diddy is dumb, okay? And the people that are around him are dumb as well. Because why on God's green earth did you take that stuff down there to New York and you knew you was going to meet with the you knew you was going to meet with the feds. You and your attorneys came out and said y'all literally had a meeting with the feds the next day from the day that he got arrested. He got arrested early. Do y'all recall that? Let me know in the chat if y'all recall that. Do y'all recall that? Or am I tripping? Baby, do I need to go? Let me see if I can find that article. The man was getting ready to go turn himself in. Okay, he was getting ready to go talk to them people the next day. And I'm trying to figure out why. Okay, y'all remember. Why in the hell did you have this stuff with you, sir? What's wrong with you? Like, again, the people around you are no good. You were with your sons. Can't tell me your sons didn't know what you had around there. The man from the Homeland Security agent said also as well. He said that he specifically saw things, signs saying that there was a woman in the room as well. What was the $9,000 for? Was you going to be paying the escorts? I'm sure you don't cash out the escorts. I'm sure you don't Zelle them. I'm sure you don't PayPal them. I'm sure you pay them in cash. They don't have an invoice that they send you for hoeing. Do they send invoices for hoeing? Do they send invoices for the prostitutions? Do they do that? I'm just wondering. Do they send out invoices? Listen, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know because I would never now pay one now. What's going on, Terry? So, right, Terry. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you didn't think that your room. I mean, you didn't think that your hotel room was going to be searched. You didn't think any of this could have been possible. Is what I'm saying. You also had them 2 pink bags of substances. Let me get back to this article, child. We may be okay. We may be okay. Let me pull it up. I got to because this is. I need y'all to see this. Here we go, right here. Mormon Wives is back on Hulu. Why is this? Okay, here we go. Somebody told me I need to watch this show. All right, here we go, right here. So this was being reported from TMZ. Okay, federal agents testified that they found drugs, baby oil, lubricant, and cash stashed in Diddy's home, in Diddy's New York hotel room after his September 2024 arrest. They took photos as evidence, and now we're seeing what they say they found. Dozens of photos from inside Diddy's hotel room at the Park Hyatt Hotel in NYC have been entered into exhibits in this case, and they have some of the most interesting images for you to use. Okay, so you see them here. These bottles don't belong to him. It was testified that other name, and then there's the $9,000 that's stashed. Remember, he testified that they found $9,000. There go to what's the name? In new legal documents obtained by TMZ, the feds say that they recovered two clear plastic Ziploc bags in an orange prescription bottle, and inside the baggies were pink solid material. The feds say one bag tested positive for ketamine, and I'm saying it like that on purpose. And the other tested positive for MDMA and ketamine. The bags were actually shown in court last week during testimony from the Department of Homeland Security agent Yazin Benda. And the bag with the pink rugs were passed from juror to juror. Ciao. Bender also showed her off a fanny pack of $9,000 in cash inside, which Bender says was recovered from Diddy's hotel room. And there's a photo showing cash. There's a photo showing the cash in these exhibits. So here you have the Frank Black. Remember, they said that he never got it in his name. The DHS agent testified a bottle of prescription medication. I'm not gonna say it, but y'all see it. Was found in an orange prescription bottle made out to Frank Black. Cassie testified that was an alias Diddy used, and we see this bottle in the photos. Blender show and tell with the jury also featured a bottle of Astroglide lubricant and Johnson's baby oil, and those appear to be in the photos as well. TMZ broke. Oh, well, we already knew. So y'all know he was out there in this hotel, and that's where he was detained. September the 16th, I'm sorry, 2024. Child, I cannot. Hey, Uncle Jay, what's going on? I cannot. Wait a minute. I know a lot of ladies of the night that use Cash App. Well, nobody that got Diddy money is using no Cash App, Tracy. I hope not. I hope not. Not with no Diddy money. Y'all think somebody like Diddy using Cash Apps and PayPals and stuff? Y'all think that? I don't think that. I do not think that. I don't. Hey, baby girl, 1981. What's going on? Diddy got people off Craigslist and Backpage. They paid them cash, Tracy. Ain't no way that man was paying them people no Cash App, no PayPal, no Zelle, no nothing like that. You can't do that. You will get in trouble. So Tracy, you mean to tell me Diddy was basically, him and his team was basically sending out invoices to hoes? Is that what you saying? See, Lexi, right? Anybody using no Cash App to get a hold to? Anybody doing it? Well, us regular people probably out here doing that, but he wasn't doing that. Yeah, he'd be caught up immediately. I wonder if Diddy was ever on and probably was. Probably was. Shoot. Us over here, now we may have to pay for a hoe or two on Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, or something like that. But him, cash. Straight cash. We is not sending no invoices to the hoes. Okay? Pay your invoice and pay it on time. Pay it by the date on the invoice, baby. Listen. Listen here. I can only imagine. I think this stuff is foolish though, because I think the more we sit up here and the more testimony that we get, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy, right? If it wasn't good, I'm disputing it. Back pages where the crackheads used to sell cat. So I don't put nothing past him. Yeah, but I'm saying once they do the job, it wasn't like they put a deposit down or nothing like that. They got paid once they do the job. Y'all finna make me ask my cousin. She was a madam before she got saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost. She was a madam. And I want to know, Cause she used to get them off of there too. But baby, let me tell you something. Get the money off of the dresser and go on about your business. I don't know, but that one man, that one stripper dude that was on that show said that one day Cassie will book him. They do they freak off or whatever, and baby, he'll leave, be 20 minutes away, and Diddy will call him back and come for some more. Tell me, can you come back for some more? Girl, what is y'all on over there? Y'all hunting like jackrabbits. Um, think back, old Cash App. What is an old Cash App? Tracy, they was not using no Cash App. Okay, they was not. You can use a gift card to add money back then. Tracy, they didn't know nothing about no Cash App back then. They didn't know about that. When did Cash App? Hold on. When did Cash App even become a thing, honey? I don't think it was around this time. Let me see. Oh, Cash App been around since 2013 or 2013. Cash App was launched in 2013 as a person-to-person money transferring service and was called Square Cash in 2015. Okay, so maybe, hold on. I don't know. I don't see that man using no Cash App. Right, he was using a coochie reader. He was using a coochie reader and a ping reader, according to Cassie, because he liked that man stuff all over his nipples. So, listen, that is some sex right there. Why the Nightbot ain't attacking Tracy like it did me? Cause what Tracy say, it probably could be because Tracy and I don't know. I don't know. You thinking the new updated Cash App, the OG Cash App was T. I didn't even realize Cash App been around since 2013. Because I don't think I started using Cash App. I know I didn't start using Cash App till after 2015. It had to be after 2015. It was definitely after I moved to Dallas. Definitely after I moved to Dallas. I can't remember, Tracy. I'm gonna take your word for it though. Is I'm gonna definitely take your word for it because I just don't remember. I don't remember. I really don't. Dang, 2013? Really? Hmm. Well, I guess we're gonna see. I'm waiting to hear more testimony, more cross examination on all of the things the Poppy store would let someone sell their stamps and give them cash out. Baby, look, I'm not doing this with you, Tracy. I'm not. I can't remember. I gotta go back and do some research, honey, because I can't remember. Listen, if you are in Patreon at 5:30, we do have a drop over in Patreon. So make sure that you put that you are interested. And there's a reason why I can't put it on members only because it's a video and I don't want to get copyright. I don't want to get copyright on it. So make sure you guys head over to Patreon and get with it. over there on the Patreon. Okay? I'm serious. You see all kinds of things people watching at the Poppy store. I mean, that is true. That is true. But I didn't think about that. I ain't seen no DB picture. I don't think I want to see that. Oh, child. Hold on. How do TMZ catch these things? Oh well, maybe they able to get the docket or something. Oh Lord, yeah, I see Cassie lip. I see her eye above her eye. Mm, Jesus, yeah, I see him. I do see him. Jesus, y'all, this is gonna be something for the next few weeks, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Well, listen, y'all. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button. We don't have any more today. You guys can go watch your favorite content creators who are breaking this down, who are in the courtroom. I did want to get back to this. There was no way possible that Gene Deal was going to testify. That man is doing too much talking. Let me tell you something. You don't want someone who has already ran their mouth to testify and to an extent of somebody like Gene Deal or someone like Roger Bond or people like that who have really ran their mouth, like I'll be sure. People who have really honestly ran their mouth, because you could really honestly mess up the government's case, and you can mess up the defense by sitting up doing all this extra talking, and they've done too much talking for them to want to call them in as witnesses. Um, and especially witnesses to the actual victims, because that's what we are listening to. We're listening to the witnesses of the victims. Cassie is the first victim. You got the next victim. You're gonna get people who are gonna testify on behalf of those victims. You're gonna get people who are gonna testify in regards to the defense, in regards to Diddy. Who knows? I'm very interested to see if Harvey Pierre is going to be involved. And I'm also interested in knowing if there's going to be any co-conspirators in this particular case as well. But we know that they're co-conspirators, but who are they? Who are they? Who are they? Now, I did hear a couple of people saying that they thought that uh, 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 Harvey Pierre could possibly be one of the co-conspirators, but we shall see. We shall sit back and we shall see, honey. It's going to be an epic thing to sit back and watch. Anywho, anyway, anyhow, we'll be back in the morning with day 7. Dang, already day 7. Day 7. So yeah, tomorrow we'll be back with day 7. And it looks like the judge is going to release them every day at 3 p.m., which means that's 2 p.m. for us. So, um, that just gives them more time to work with Diddy allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, y'all, I appreciate y'all. Please make sure you hit the like button. I will add both of these live videos to my playlist for Diddy, and I will definitely talk to you guys in the next one. My Patreon family, I will see you guys this evening. The video is not that long, but I would love to see you guys in the chat.